We might follow our reason, our instinct, or our friends. Sooner or later, all of them deceive us. Trust no one, they say. Especially not yourself. Eleanor! Princess!
No more secrets.
Eleanor! What's going on? What's happening to me?
There's somebody back there!
It's all right. Everything's all right.
The name. Tell us the name.
Lysander? What?
To hell with you, bastard! You slew Eleanor.
No! No, that's not... What happened to me?
He must tell us the name.
What are you talking about? What name?
Tell us what you know, this instant!
What I know? What name?
Too bad. You leave me no choice. My friend Muratori will make you talk.
Tell us the name.
Ah!
The name!
What name? Ah! I don't know any name! I've always known what I want out of life. To sleep the days away under the sun. I just wanted to live. No more, no less. But the death of the princess changed everything. They think I murdered her. And they might be right. Maybe it doesn't even matter. You come into this world as a nobody, and you leave it as a nobody. They'll put a rope around my neck, and my neck will break. But one question still haunts me by the Nameless One. What happened to me?
I don't know why you're here, but I have a feeling you shouldn't stay.
How did you manage to free yourself?
You biggins don't know how to lock up an Angra show.
We have company.
Hey! This one will be grateful that he doesn't have too much to carry on his way to the realm of the dead. Here are the keys. So, what's this name, eh? The name that Four Eyes was asking you about.
You mean Lysander?
I call him Four Eyes. Maybe you should just tell him what you know.
What's your name?
I am Norim.
Just Norim? No son of...
Just Norim.
So why are you here?
I was trying to protect your country from the dragon. Fight fire with fire. Oh, so I thought.
What dragon?
The dragon. The golden one. He whose deceitfulness is going to devour us all. Because we've become blind to the eternal fight.
Ah.
Let me tell you a secret.
Friends, hello. I love secrets, but I would be eternally grateful if you could free me as well. Please open the lock. I'm innocent as a man my age can ever be.
Why are you wearing that ugly iron collar?
You're right. It doesn't match the shirt, does it?
Why are you locked up then?
If only I knew. I'm a mage from Alantha, no less. Obviously, reason enough to brand me a spy and throw me into the dungeon. The name's Zurbaran, from the House of Florios.
Al-Anfans can't be trusted. The dragon sent him, I tell you.
What brings an Alanthan to the country of his enemies?
The weather, the landscape, the women.
I'll open the lock. We could use some help.
Wonderful. Now I only need to get rid of this collar. You don't talk much, do you?
My friends say I talk too much. Seems like those times are over.
Let's see if we can find the key for this fashion disaster.
Hold it right there!
The chandelier! Cut the rope!
Key to the door.
And the one to my iron collar? Excellent. Here I was thinking I'd never be able to cast a spell again.
Oh, guards. So much for escaping.
Wait! I know how to stop them. At least for a while.
Enough of this. Let's get out of here.
So, what's this name? The name Amber Glasses was asking you about.
Amber glasses. That was my friend, Lysander.
Amongst my people, friends drink together instead of torturing one another.
Each to his own. Why did they lock you up?
They say I killed someone. A princess.
And? Did you?
I don't know.
And where does this name come in?
I don't know.
You don't know much, do you?
Did you know the princess well?
Her father, Count Urias, had taken me into his service. Lysander knew her better,
Her and her bed?
in a manner of speaking.
Count Urias? Never heard of him.
He was a hero, a mage who rendered great services to the Horasian Empire. The Empress herself gave him the title of Count. But more than that, he's an explorer. He has a penchant for exotic peoples. Forest men, lizard folk.
Sounds more like a villain.
Take the blasted wooden sword already!
Why are we dueling again?
I don't know, is it really important? I think you insulted Eleanor.
That's not true.
We were drunk. All I know is I challenged you to a duel. Or was it the other way round?
Don't be silly. Leave them be. I want to see them fight.
To the 5th hit!
All right, to the 5th hit.
At last.
Bastard!
Blast it!
So whose honor is restored now?
Who knows? Come on, Eleanor, let's prepare the lamb.
How I missed all this.
You actually look like a hero. I'm impressed. Those years of training really paid off.
A hero? That's the last thing I want to be.
I was hoping you'd say that. We should do something naughty like we used to. You know, Father Okadiki has no teeth left at all. We should take advantage of that.
There's no hope for you, you know.
Have you been to see Urias? He wants to talk to you.
Yeah, let the Count wait. I'm enjoying the sun.
One thing at a time. Aurelia? Who's Aurelia? Now I'm curious.
No, enough talk. I'm going back to Neither. I need to find out what happened. But you don't have to come with me.
Why not? I've always wanted to see the bridge of St. Talionmel.
Ah, not in the best of moods today.
Not today, Donna Missenti.
Trouble? You know, I've always got a bed for you. If you've got a shiny silver coin for me.
Any news?
You could say that. Count Urias's daughter is dead. Murdered. Such a pretty girl. Wait, didn't you know her?
Yes, I knew her.
No wonder your face is as long as a fiddle. Her murderer is to hang the day after tomorrow. Friars curse him. Princess Eleanor was always kind to us.
Where's Count Urias?
He disappeared. No one knows where to. He didn't even stay for his daughter's funeral.
Do you know anything about Lysander?
The alchemist's son. They say he took a ship for the south yesterday. To Mingilla, I believe. No wonder he wanted to get away from here. He was very close to Princess Eleanor, wasn't he? You know the way.
See you someday, Donna Misanti.
May Travia be with you.
Maybe we should get some gear first. And a drink.
Alriccio.
You? Shouldn't you be swinging from the gallows by now?
They found me innocent, as I am.
Be that as it may. What do you want from me?
Where's Aurelia? Is she in Neither?
No. Horatio says she disappeared.
And the princess?
She's already in the tomb of the Calamars. They say the clerics had some trouble putting her body back together. Anything else?
Now.
Let's head for the cemetery.
Great plan. We can dig ourselves a grave just in case.
So many tombs.
The tomb of the Calamars must be here somewhere.
Crypt lice! I hate crypt lice! This is her coffin.
Yes.
But there's nobody in it.
Yes, I can see that.
Can you smell that? It smells of rum. Why would it smell of rum?
There's something here. Some kind of stone.
I know that stone. Lysander gave it to the princess.
We better leave.
There are the murderers. They match the description.
Murderers? We're no murderers.
Anyone who breaks the law in my country is a murderer, imp.
Imp?
Who are you?
Alriccio Lasca, bailiff of Neither. The law is my brother, and my family is sacred to me.
I assume you intend to take us back to prison?
Your heads, preferably. My dogs aren't too keen on dragging corpses around.
Imp! Imp! Come on! There aren't that many of them!
Go get them.
I'm beginning to get the impression that I'm not terribly welcome here.
We might as well have targets painted on our backs. Better lie low for a while.
Across the border, to Mingilla.
Where the poisoners and slave hunters run rampant.
A good plan. I agree to accompany and protect you on your journey, provided you first aid me in a, well, rather personal matter.
What kind of personal matter?
Bellarita of Droll, the fairest lady in the world, a baroness, actually. We were rudely interrupted before our night was over. In this country, they don't seem to know that a grandee always gets to sleep in.
You want us to help you have a tryst with a baroness?
A grandee never leaves things unfinished, certainly not in bed, anyway. And Bellarita is keeping my staff for me.
Whatever. Help me get to Mingilla and I'll take you to your baroness.
Excellent.
So you're an Alanfan grandee?
Zubaran of the House of Florios. Perhaps you'll follow me to Alanfa someday. I'd like to thank you properly for your help. We'll sip wine from polished goblets and hunt down escaped slaves. My family has the best wines and the most handsome slaves, male or female, whichever you prefer.
Why did you leave Alanfa?
The war washed me ashore here. The naval battle of Frigaios, to be more exact. Such a shame. We outnumbered you Horasians by 30 ships.
A needless war. So we'll find your Baroness in Droll?
Yes, the poor girl. She's simply pining for me.
We should get moving.
Wait, every Dragon Slayer team needs a leader. I'm the oldest here, and a dwarf.
Old and runty. Even slave traders would reject you.
Follow me or don't. I'm leaving for Mingilla, right now.
There's your leader, dwarf.
Gortosha mota mosh.
I don't have a potbelly like that.
We should take down all the notices.
And avoid cities in future.
Out of the question. I'm going to Droll.
I've got 2 acquaintances at Drollsash. They might know a way of getting us into the city, unseen. But they're a bit stubborn.
Dwarves?
Yes.
An elf, a human, and a dwarf are wading through a river. The elf says this ford is deep. The water comes up to my chest. The human says the water comes up to my neck. The dwarf says nothing. Look who's back, Baal. Our friend Norim. How goes the dragon hunt? I bet you returned so you can finally pay off your debt to Cheristelli.
This, my friends, is Cadalman. The silent one is Baal. They're both sons of the Honourable Cadrim.
May Angros guard his spark. Come, play a game with us.
We have to get into Droll.
The mouse wants to slip into its hole, but a kitten guards it.
There are many kittens in Droll.
We could certainly help you, but we're still waiting for a shipment. We don't mind waiting, we're getting richer with every passing hour. But I suppose you can't afford to wait.
Did you just mention a dragon hunt?
What's his name again, Norim?
Fornenfur. He's got my axe. My axe! We should hunt him together, my friends. He's got a hoard in the Highlands. I'll share the treasure with you. You'll be rich.
You're merchants?
More or less.
What do you trade in?
The only thing that's worth trading. Money. And a few other things.
I think I know what comes next.
A good friend promised to bring us a gift. Maybe you'd like to remind him. A dreamweed shipment from Mingilla.
Dreamweed?
A nice little pastime from the south. I would have recommended Ilmen leaf, though.
Find out what became of it. Then we'll take you into the city.
We'll get your shipment.
Our friend lives west of here in Thenesh. Let's hope he doesn't put up a fight.
What's the game?
It's simple. Baal writes a number between 1 and 7 on a piece of paper. Like 2, for instance. Then you guess whether the number is odd or even. How much do you wager? All right, odd or even?
Odd.
You take no chances. Very smart. Baal? 2. You lose.
Let's go.
And what did he say? He said, these aren't the druids we're looking for. What rubbish. All that blasted trouble for nothing. Hey! What do you want?
We're just looking around.
Oh, I'm in trouble now, right? Kill them all!
Dreamweed.
All right. Now, back to those madmen.
Back already?
Your shipment.
Thank you. And our dear friend.
Eaten by wolves.
You've got talent. Our cart is ready for you. We can take you into Droll unseen at any time. And out again.
Thanks.
There she is, Droll's fairest rose, my baroness.
She's a little on the thin side. And who's that with her?
A bodyguard protects her day and night. I mustn't be seen, or the whole city guard will be after us in an instant.
Is there something you forgot to mention, perhaps?
We have to get rid of him somehow, in a lawful fashion.
Stay back!
We need a word with Signora Bellarita. In private.
I'm sorry. Her uncle gave me explicit instructions to let no one near her.
Isn't that taking things a little too far?
Too far? Her husband was murdered but a month ago. Who can be sure his killers aren't still lurking about?
All right.
Curse those rats! They're gonna devour all of the hanging gardens.
Would you like us to slay them for you?
With swords? Nonsense! That's what traps are for. If only I knew where the critters have their nests.
Gardens are as fascinating as ever.
Yes, it's a shame they're in such an awful state. At night they're a lover's retreat, and by day, the young lads trample all the roses when they duel.
Dueling is allowed in the park?
Welcome to the Horasian Empire.
We discovered a few rats' nests in the park. We can show you where to place your traps.
Oh, there are still some kind souls left. I'll set the traps at once.
Stay back!
Draw your weapon.
What?
You won't touch my sister a second time.
You're... Amelia? But I thought...
Excuses. Have you no honor? I challenge you to a duel.
You question my honor?
A job well done.
My grandee.
I promised you I'd come back, and here I am.
We can't stay here. My uncle has eyes and ears everywhere. Meet me at my country estate.
A country estate sounds reasonable.
We could just leave him here.
He'll be here soon enough.
Oh, I'm sure he will. Oh, I don't know about you, but I don't trust that wizard any further than I can throw him.
Not all Elanthans are deceptive.
You must have heard different stories then.
We should... I mean, it can't hurt if we leave now.
What?
My doves have flown over there.
The bailiff!
Go get them. I've got your little dove, mage!
Bellarita, she's a baroness. You have no right.
Keeping company with murderers makes you a murderer too. I'll burn out her eyes and ensure that her lust never again makes her stray from the righteous path of Prios.
What happened? What's the bailiff doing here?
It's a long story. A good story, actually, but we don't have time. We must rescue Bellarita.
All right. We'll rescue her.
Are you sure, Biggin? This smells like a trap.
Since when does that stop us?
She's in trouble because of us, so we'll help her.
Thank you.
Come here, or I'll break her shapely neck! Crack!
If we're fast enough, we can stop them before they kill Bellarita.
And if we're not?
Then we'll return the favor. My Baroness.
My grandee. Quick, you must flee.
I'll be back.
Yeah, whatever. Come on, now. And now?
Due south, across the border, but not on the road. That bailiff wants to kill us, and I don't want to die.
Hello.
Hello, can we be of assistance?
We need him alive. The dwarf and the southerner can die.
Ah! Who was that?
Lasker's bounty hunters, I assume. They know what we look like.
No, the bailiff is after our heads. This bunch wanted you alive.
Seems their leader was carrying a note. The tests on the object found in Mikram showed no results. Circumstances have changed. I can no longer take care of the matter personally. Give the half-elf another dose and bring her to me in Mingilla. L.
Lysander's handwriting.
Lysander?
The fellow with the amber glasses. Four Eyes. The one who had you tortured.
We're going to Mikram. If we're lucky, we'll find a clue.
You'd better tell us what's going on here, Biggin. And soon.
Raja be with you, lovely lady.
Save your breath. I'm through with men, for now.
What's wrong with her?
It seems like her life spark is frozen.
Her name is Salva. No one knows what happened to her. She vanished one day, and when she came back, she was like this. Some say she followed a man in a black robe the night of her disappearance, but people see all kinds of things when it's dark. One morning, they found her sitting here by the well with this curious hole in her forehead. She hasn't spoken a word since. She eats when ordered to and sleeps when sent to bed. But it seems she no longer has a will of her own.
Is there any hope for her?
As long as the gods in Alberon protect us, there's always hope, but so far, we haven't found a way to heal her. She has a sister, too, Niam, but I haven't seen her in a long time. If you want to help, talk to Jolden, the healer. He knows Niam better than I do.
Nobody knows anything about this affliction.
Only this much. The half-elf isn't the only victim. The Hesindi temple in Mingilla is dealing with several others with the same symptoms.
Mingilla? Do the victims have anything in common?
Good question. They're all young, between 15 and 30 years old, I'd say. And they were reportedly all good people before the curse hit them.
Good people?
Yes, they had good hearts, all very popular, faithful servants of their gods. It seems this curse only afflicts the best.
You're not from around here.
Thank Hesinde for that. I am Telemachy, an explorer from Mingilla.
So what are you doing in this swamp hole?
Research. I'm examining an old Hesinde shrine in Dendrim Forest.
What's so special about the shrine?
Have you heard about the Order of Ulick?
The amusing sect of women?
The Ulicks weren't all women, but they banished the male gods from their pantheon.
Why?
Because they considered them the reason for chaos. A visionary concept, if you ask me.
Can we assist you in your research?
You want to help me solve the mystery surrounding the Ulicks? By all means. I would reward you handsomely. The Order of Ulick erected a shrine for each of the 6 goddesses here in the south. Find all 6 shrines. Once you found them, come see me in Benevilla.
Hesinde be with you.
Let's hope so.
The dwarf needs sunlight, and the southerner needs more exercise. What else can I do for you?
Sunlight?
We're looking for Niam.
Niam? What do you want from her?
We're old friends.
She has many old friends.
Who's she hiding from?
Her enemies are looking for her because they claim she's a poacher. Her friends seek her because she owes them money. Which group do you belong to?
We need someone reliable who can lead us through the wilderness.
Without asking any questions.
Are you sure you're looking for Naya? She can usually be found somewhere in Dendrim Forest. Let's hope she hasn't lost all of her senses. She'd better go back and take care of her sister.
To whom does she owe money?
The blacksmith, the beadle, everybody else in Mikram, 2 dwarves in Droll's Ash, and probably a lot more people in Droll.
Why would a huntress need that much money?
She has expensive tastes.
What do you think happened to this girl?
Salva? What a pity. She was the sunshine of our village. Always cheerful. Very unlike her rotten sister. If you ask me, there's dark magic behind all this.
Why are you looking at me?
We can find Niam in Dendrim Forest then.
West of here. But be careful. Rumor has it that some goblins are roaming around there. And worse.
We need a healer.
Looks like it.
The gods be with you.
A shrine to Hesinde, the goddess of wisdom.
Of which she should have granted you a lot more.
There's a word written on her forehead.
Where?
On her forehead.
No, the word is where. Can't any of you read?
Where? What's that supposed to tell us?
I like your boots.
That's because you don't have any. The emotion is called envy.
A dwarf? Wait, I know a dwarf joke.
Why don't you keep it to yourself?
We're looking for Niam the huntress.
You'll get the money tomorrow, first thing in the morning. I promise. Come on. The ground is very soft.
We need to know what happened to your sister.
If you stop searching, your problems will just dissolve, like mine did.
Are you all right?
Yes. I learned something. I can just lock out the world. I'm on a journey.
I see.
No use. Too much elf in her blood.
Actually, it's too much dreamweed.
Terrific. Will she recover?
Not before tomorrow night, I'm afraid. A trollcap concoction might hasten the process. With a little luck, we might even find some of those mushrooms here in the woods.
Let's just pick the blasted mushrooms. I've had it with these woods.
Oh, great.
Niam. Here, drink this.
I'm not thirsty. I'll never be thirsty again.
It'll make your mouth less dry.
Oh, gimme. Ooh, this stuff tastes terrible. Oh, and it makes me sleepy. She's been in that state for a month now, my little sister. What an ugly world. Why does the worst always happen to us? I should have been there to protect her.
The healer says you're a poacher.
My gut says you're not much better.
Dreamweed, that doesn't come cheap. A grandee can afford it, but a huntress?
A grandee? What's that?
What's a grandee? Excuse me, are you serious?
Do you know what happened to your sister?
No, not really. She just disappeared one day, and just as suddenly she came back, with that hole.
But a week ago, I discovered a stranger in the night. He was bent over Salva, opened her mouth. When he noticed me, he disappeared. I followed him. But I guess I wasn't quite myself.
What did the stranger look like?
Sturdily built, bald, and his face was pockmarked.
Yeah, sounds familiar.
Lysander's pet torturer.
You know him?
We have a score to settle with him.
I tracked him down all the way to a country house southeast of here, but it's guarded around the clock.
Can you take us there?
Let's go. So, all three of you were wrongfully imprisoned, but for different reasons.
You make it sound like we invented the tale.
Never mind. Here we are. This is where your torturer lives.
Let's get his head.
Remember to give that head enough time to sing. I want answers.
You and me both. Let's shut them up before they can sound the alarm.
What's happening to these people?
They have holes in their foreheads, just like my sister.
Hey!
What shall we do with the sick?
There's nothing we can do for them. They say you always meet twice.
You! Curse you!
Right, Baldy. Now you're going to talk.
All right. What do you want?
What did you do to my sister?
We tried to heal her.
Heal her? Of what? She wasn't sick.
Unlike you, judging from your face. Watch out who you associate with, pointy ears. Your enemies might be closer than you think.
Why did you torture me?
Ask your friend Lysander. He only asked me to squeeze a name out of you.
What bloody name are you talking about?
If I knew that, I wouldn't have needed to torture you.
I don't know anything about a name.
So the whole affair is based on an ugly misunderstanding, and we should make up over a batch of Grangorian treacle tars.
Where's Lysander?
In Mingilla.
What's he doing there?
I don't know.
Ask the gods about the name, then.
A book? Can any of you read?
The 13 Encomia of the Nameless One. Would you believe it? We stepped into a rat's nest.
Rat's nest?
The Nameless One is the banished god, the source of all evil in the world. The rats serve him, or so it says. Listen to this. And his age will come, his eyes will unite the world, his hand will once more raise it from the ruins. The lambs are rising against the wolves, and his whispered word fills the heart of the pious and the blessed.
Quiet! The Golden Dragon speaks from that book.
But if the torturer is a follower of the Nameless One...
What does that say about your friend Lysander?
What's this crimson liquid?
Smells of laurel leaves.
I don't smell a thing.
What's the note on the bottle say?
M is making progress. A sample of the new shipments, L. Perhaps a new love potion.
Or a poison. Oh, I haven't really learned anything at all.
We're traveling on to Mingilla, Niam. I'm sorry we weren't able to help your sister.
You want to find this Lysander, right? I'll come with you. Maybe I can find out what they did to her. I owe her that much.
Are you headed to Chaliba? Perhaps you could do me a favor.
I doubt it.
Nothing big. Just give my regards to my rotten brother. He's easy to find. The richest merchant in Chaliba, married to the most beautiful woman in town.
Does he sell flying carpets too? Then we'll have the makings of a fairy tale. Why don't you go and greet your brother yourself?
Chaliba is far from here, and my shoes are full of holes.
And what's in it for us?
A flying carpet, perhaps?
All right, what's his name?
Tell Sereno his brother Onaris says hello. Tell Sereno his brother Onaris says hello. Fex with you. How can I help you?
In Angrosh's name, this big un looks exactly like the other big un.
You're Sereno, I presume?
Yes? Why do you ask?
Your brother Onaris sends his regards.
Onaris? How?
What's wrong? The big un's getting mighty pale.
Your being here is a death threat. My evil twin brother Onaris wants to kill me.
Why would your brother want you dead?
He's jealous of my successful business and my wife. I was lucky, he wasn't. That's why he hates me. He was banished from the principality because he wanted to kill me and take Celia away. Now it's him or me.
A fine example of brotherly love.
Can we help you in any way?
Perhaps. I'd like to suggest a deal. I saw your wanted posters. You take care of my brother, and well, I won't tell anyone that you've been here.
We recommend that you don't do that anyway, friend.
And a book. A magic book. A rare magic book. I got the book from someone who owed me money. Wouldn't know what to do with it myself, but it may be of value to you.
Now you've got my attention.
You want us to do away with your brother? Your own brother?
Shocking, I know. My own twin. But Celia isn't safe as long as he lives. Sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures, right?
The gods be with you.
How are you planning to get across the border anyway?
I'm sure our charming guide knows a way.
Well, since the pestilence rose up around Drunadhead, the only usable path is the log road, past the fortress of Morbal. Do you think we can just slink past there unseen?
Take us to Morbal, then we'll see.
Farewell, little sister. I'll find a remedy. Somewhere.
A road, finally.
Rotten lizards!
What's going on there?
Dragon worshippers. Maybe we shouldn't talk to this woman.
Damn it all! May Fearon freeze those toadskins and turn them into ice! My men, my horses!
Who are you?
Ralia Caralire, commander of Morbal.
Pleased to meet you.
Why did the Achaz attack you?
Blast if I know! Something must have enraged them and turned them against us.
They want to prepare the ground for the Golden Dragon.
I was in my summer residence when news of their attack on Morbal arrived.
Morbal is under attack?
By an overwhelming force of those scaly abominations.
Fine, let's get moving.
Wait. You're an odd crowd. What are you up to?
We're on our way to Mingilla.
Mingilla? That Prior's forsaken place? You'd better think twice. As long as the Ahas are besieging Morbal, it's impossible to cross the border.
Right. And now we're leaving.
Just a moment. Haven't we met before, dwarf?
I wouldn't know. Human females all look the same to me.
I remember now. The arsonist. That was a truly memorable escape. What a feat on such short legs. Is that why you're traveling south? You're wanted by the law, right? Still, you saved me from the lizards. Fight the vermin for me in Morbal, and I'll let you cross the border. You have my word. There you are, good! The scaled ones are preparing their onslaught, and we're seriously short of sword arms.
How many dragon worshippers do we have at the gates?
I don't know. None of my scouts came back. We're blind and deaf out there.
And how many are we?
Not enough. My lizard hunters have been decimated.
Why are the lizards so furious?
How would I know? Their interpreters do nothing but hiss. Makes it difficult to negotiate.
Who's the leader of the lizards?
A shaman or a crystal mage, a priest? Something like that.
We will lop off the snake's head. That will scare 'em stiff.
What are your orders?
You look shabby. Go see Marmot, my armorer, and have him fit you out. Then come back to me and do what I tell you. Cor be with you.
My. If it isn't our arsonist.
I regret nothing.
The scaly lizard served good beer.
I regret nothing.
Why did you call him an arsonist?
He set the scaly lizard on fire. Oh, best having. He was going to be whipped and branded for it, but he managed to flee.
Such disturbing revelations. You disappoint me, Norim.
An Angrashaw will not be branded. The name of the tavern was an insult to the Angrashim.
Do you often have problems with the Achaz?
Achaz, Mengbillans, Novades. It's not the first battle for this stronghold, and it won't be the last. But we've never seen such a large horde of lizard folk.
That's all.
Such lucky coincidence. I knew my doves would flock to the border like moths to the light.
Bailiff Lasker, how sweet of you to bid us farewell.
These people are murderers, Ralia. They belong to me.
It's always murderers with you, Lasker. Seems like there are only murderers left in this country. But I need swords, so keep away from them. That's an order.
An order? As you wish, Commander.
What is it?
What are your orders?
The Ahaz are preparing for an attack. Go to the outer ring and hold the breach, and see to it that the fishermen make it into town unscathed. Cor be with you.
Here comes the next wave.
Retreat! To the inner ring! Hold the inner ring!
Oh!
Good!
Retreat!
Is it over?
Over? It's just getting interesting. The Ahas are placing their accursed magic crystals all around town. Their shaman appears to be preparing some kind of ritual. My motherly heart would be greatly relieved if somebody could smash the crystals. And the shaman too, while they're at it.
Which way?
One of the crystals was spotted directly in front of the gate, and another on the lake side of the city. Crawl through the sewers if you have to. Kor be with you.
They're retreating.
Ha! May the dragon take them all!
Well fought. I'd love to have you on my lizard hunter squad. But it seems you're a bunch of criminals.
Now you're hurting my feelings.
You have 1 day to get across the border. Nobody saw you here. This gold should tide you over for a while. Unless your hot-blooded southerner spends it all in a whorehouse.
Here comes the bloodhound again, all set to bay.
Defending Mobile against the scaly hordes was a truly honorable deed. But that doesn't change the fact that you broke the law. None of you will leave this country. But here's a comforting thought. I'm sure the quagmire in the swamps will welcome you with open arms.
He's right. The swamps might help us.
No! To the nether hells with you!
Mingilla, here we come! They took everything away from us, but now we will win it all back!
You always have been lazy, and I can see you still are. But now you are lazy with an education, and I would be a fool not to make use of you.
As you wish, Your Grace.
Call me Urias. Eleanor has a soft spot for you. I fail to see why. She wants to have you around more often, and how could I say no to her doe eyes? But don't think you can malinger in the garden all day.
I live to work.
I doubt that. Anyway, my excavations are proceeding apace. Unfortunately, they attract all sorts of curious riffraff. You will help guard the excavation site. I think you'll like it. You get to sit around a lot. Talk to Aurelia, she'll tell you what you need to know.
And what are you excavating?
The past. And the future.
Sounds ambitious.
Welcome home, lad.
Hey, Lazybones. Want to help me save the world?
What for? The world is fine.
The world is a plate full of maggot-ridden meat. Have a walk through town. Half of the people are unhappy.
And the other half are happy.
And that's enough for you?
Everyone is either happy or unhappy. It's in our nature. Take everything away from a happy man and he's still cheerful. But you can throw money, wine and food at an unhappy man all you want. He still complains. You can't change it.
You really are the laziest.
Why so grumpy?
Oh, Urias won't take me with him. He's left me here to rot.
Because you're moody and impulsive. Who wants someone like that around?
Yeah.
What kind of deadly place is it this time?
The Rain Mountains. The forest people guard many secrets. And you know how much our Count loves secrets.
Rejoice. No mosquitoes and jungle tigers for you. The Rain Mountains are the last place I want to go. What are we digging for?
For truth. Do you think the Count tells me anything?
In stories, bad things always happen when somebody starts digging.
I guess it's the same with this story too. Wait! I want to show you something.
You've become pretty good.
Haven't I? You're not the only one who... What was that?
Come on. Bastard! I wonder what he hoped to find here.
I'll go get Urias.
The Emirate of Mingilla. A land that banished Prios, the god of justice. Where slave hunters fight for power with courtesans, poisoners and beggars. And freedom must be bought with money. Our new home.
You seem a little unhappy, my dear.
Your dear is suffering under this sun and missing her pleasant dreams.
In Mingilla, I'll buy you a parasol and a fresh batch of dreamweed.
Criminals! Murderers!
And here was I thinking we'd put all that behind us.
Vultures! You've got my son! My son! I'll scratch out your eyes!
We don't have your child, Mother.
Criminals!
Calm down. We didn't kidnap anyone. Now, tell us what happened.
You're not slave hunters. My Usim. He disappeared 3 days ago. The Monterey's got him. I just know it. May their hands wither and fall off. Their eyeballs drip from their skulls. May all the gods punish them and chain them to a burning rack.
Perhaps someone else is behind it, like with my sister.
Please find him. He's handsome and strong and healthy. Oh, my Usim. Why won't anyone help me!
Slave hunters?
The Monterey's, Marwan's manhunters. They come and claim whoever they want. But you don't belong to them. I can see that. You're friendly. You'll help me.
Go home, Mother. We'll find your Usim.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The slave hunters went west, along the Thiniran road. Please find him. His name is Usim. He has black hair. He's loyal and good and prays to Lady Travia every day.
What exactly do you expect of this?
Answers. I need to know what happened.
Set us free, please!
We're looking for the key.
Is there anyone here called Usim? We're looking for a good, God-fearing man named Usim. No one?
We've got company, I'm afraid.
Who might this be?
A handful of splendid specimens.
Put down your weapons and bend your knees before Diego and Helium Monterey.
No matter what the dwarf is about to say, we have no hope of winning this fight.
Put down your weapon, Norim.
Welcome, newcomers. Some of you will stay here. Others will move on, and perhaps even win glory as gladiators. But you all have one thing in common. You're now slaves. The sooner you get used to it, the better.
You'll obey the following rules. You own nothing unless we give it to you. You will not talk unless asked. You will not attempt to escape.
Break one of these rules, and your heads will grace our fences. We'll soon find out what work each of you is suited for. Good luck.
Come on. Let's see how we can get out of here. And who are you?
They call me Kablaka Rastula ben Najara.
Rastula? Isn't that the god of the sons of the desert?
I proclaim the power of the one and only God, son of the Beni Darwez, a disciple of Said ibn Ilram al-Musa. I'm a dervish, one of the Sultan's magic dancers.
And now you're a slave.
The infidels captured me, but I'll never be their slave.
What does a dervish do?
We call down Rastula's power and glory unto the world. Our dances proclaim the death of the infidels.
What do you know about the slave hunters?
The Montereys, a cruel couple. Not the way husband and wife should be. On the first day, I refused to eat my morning gruel because an infidel had touched the bowl before me. Then, the man behind me fell over with a bolt in his forehead. Decide how much you want your superstitions to affect the other slaves, the woman said.
And then?
Rastula, forgive me. Ever since I have sinned against our Lord and broken another of his 99 commandments every day.
Do you know how to escape?
Not without a bolt in my back. Be strong.
I don't care if she's beautiful. You're all I need.
The witch must die. Her witchcraft cost us 3 good men, and you let her ensnare you.
She'll die, all right. Marwan wants her for the arena. He'll throw her to his 9 hordes.
That virgin?
Yes, such a waste. She's a gorgeous young lady.
Hey, you! Back to the others! Bugger off, slaves!
What else, infidels?
The slave hunter couple seems to be having marital problems.
That's right. Helia is jealous. Diego has been swooning over that beautiful witch Aurelia for several days.
Aurelia?
Marwan, the leader of the slave hunters, gave him a bag of gold for the witch. But Helia's not so keen on her.
Aurelia? That would be a strange coincidence.
Be strong.
Form up!
Time to separate the wheat from the chaff. A new future awaits every one of you.
Laborers will be sent to the mines of Duya.
Fighters will lead the glorious life of a gladiator.
Those who are neither are best suited to work in the rice fields.
Rice fields sound good to me.
To find out what you were born to be, you'll fight each other in groups.
Stay close to me and give it your all. We need to become gladiators.
Gladiators?
Let the battle begin!
Congratulations, you were born gladiators. I have a feeling a glorious future awaits you.
And I have a feeling you're not going to be around long enough to see it.
They'll pay good money for you in LLM.
You're not taking us to Mingilla?
Only the best get to fight in Mingilla. Honorable Master Diamantos, the new gladiators are here.
Let me see. Not very promising. I hope you like beans and grain. That's all you'll get from now on.
I prefer dreamweed.
I don't care who you are or what. All that counts is how you fight. And we'll certainly find that out soon enough.
What will become of our things?
Those who prove themselves will get their belongings back. Those who don't won't need them.
What does a gladiator do?
He fights in style, and he dies in style. I can tell that some of you still need a lot of instruction. Who knows? Maybe you'll win glory for yourself soon, like our deadly forest man.
What next?
I need to make gladiators out of you. That's not going to be easy, especially with this weakling. Now that hurts. Stranzo will equip you, and then we'll dye the sand red. Good luck.
You're supposed to become gladiators? I pity you. Pick what you want, but don't expect anything fancy.
Ah, fresh meat.
How did you become a gladiator?
Paleskins captured me, brought me here. I killed their fighters. And then I killed even more fighters. Finally, I killed their best fighter. And then I was the best fighter.
Some career. Good thing at least one of us is happy.
LLM is nothing. LLM is filth. I will fight in Mingilla against the Laos Queen.
Is that the master gladiator?
No, a louse. They caught it in the caves below Mingilla. The deadliest creature ever to appear in the arena.
Now that's an interesting goal to live for.
And who are you, my friend?
Takate. Remember the name. I am the last person you will see.
You must be very popular here.
Love is not a gladiator's virtue.
Why live if you can't love?
I love the slave girls they bring me after a fight.
Slave girls,
Only the best fighter gets slave girls.
Each to his own, I suppose.
See you in the arena.
If you live that long.
Raja be with you, gladiators. I am Claritia. Do you seek rest and relaxation in the temple of the goddess of love?
Well, most definitely. What? There's nothing wrong with a little wine and rose water?
Ready?
Yes.
You look much better already. You'll now fight against other greenhorns, 2 at a time. The first 2 will go up against a melee fighter and an archer. The other 2 will face a spellcaster and Jezebella, who has many talents. Any questions?
Tell us more about Elgor and Livia Sabu.
Elgor is from the north. He fights with heavy weapons. He'll try to knock you flat, but he's anything but fast. Livia Sabu is from Maraskan, sneaky and cowardly like all of them. Shoots arrows at her opponents and tries to avoid hand-to-hand combat.
Nezro and Jezebella.
Nezro is a warrior mage from Bethana. He failed his exams, but that doesn't mean he's incompetent, although he is a lousy melee fighter. Jezebella is one of my most promising talents, trained at the Warrior Academy in Mingilla. They say she slew her husband. Now she's here, slaying even more men. Fights with a shield and a raven's beak. Pretty well, too.
That's all. We're ready.
Fine. Elgor and Livia Sabu will be the first to fight. 2 of you will face them. Any volunteers? You? Fine by me. Who else? The weakling? Be my guest. Off you go to the arena. A good fight, but Nezro and Jezebella are waiting for you other 2 fools. One needn't be a prophet to predict who's going to win this fight. Are you ready?
We're ready.
Good luck.
Poison.
You learn fast. Time for a real challenge. My best warrior is going to fight today. Takati, the Forest Man. Deadly and precise. Takati has won the audience's adoration.
And we're supposed to fight him.
Core, no! Why would I waste you like that? You'll be Takati's opening act. I'll sick a few beasts on you. The audience loves animals. Good luck.
What do you want? Leave it to me.
Ready.
We're ready.
Good luck.
The game has changed a bit. Diego Monterrey will explain.
Once a year, the exalted Kyrios Marwan al-Ahmad sponsors the Battle of the Nine Hordes in the arena of Mingilla. No gladiator has ever survived these fights. Therefore, the Gladiator School refuses to let us use any of their fighters in the show. So, we need new gladiators, and we think you might be suitable.
Any questions? What exactly are these 9 hordes?
The greatest spectacle in the history of Mingilla. Marwan went all out. He collected the deadliest beasts the arena has ever seen. The gladiators are supposed to defend the captive maiden against the hordes, which is virtually impossible. Marwan wants this forest man, Diamantos.
The Kyrios will receive the gladiators who prove themselves. If Takati wins, he can have him.
Then I hope for all of us that he doesn't lose.
Who's this maiden?
A pretty girl named Aurelia, but she's also a nasty witch. She committed some sort of crime, not sure which one. The city guard was after her, but we were faster.
Good luck. We should try to get out of here. No, weren't you listening? You won't live long if you try to fight the 9 hordes.
I need to know if the maiden in the arena really is Aurelia. She might know what happened to me.
Let's take care of our injuries first.
What is it? Leave it to me.
You turned out to be a decent team. Let's see whether you can take on Takati as well. Ready?
We're ready.
Good luck.
Enough! Break off the fight!
No.
You've all proven yourselves worthy of facing the 9 hordes.
No, I am defeated. Give me the final blow.
You'll get to die soon enough, Gladiator. Marwan wants to see you fight in Mingilla. You'll accompany the others. Now get some rest. Your journey towards glory or death begins tomorrow.
Welcome to our travelling circus, forest man.
Welcome to Mingilla, gladiators. No arena is more beautiful, and only the Bal Hanak arena is larger. This is Tulifa Alkira, the most glorious gladiator in Mingilla and director of the Gladiator School. She'll answer your questions.
All right, you amateurs. The fight against the 9 hordes will soon begin. A 3-day massacre. If I were you, I'd confess all my sins tonight.
Is there a prize?
Of course. The winners get to spend a night with the maiden.
Oh.
Provided the maiden survives as well, of course.
What's awaiting us now?
9 battles in 3 days. The most bloodthirsty audience in the south, and opponents who know no mercy.
Do I have to fight too?
Nobody can force you to, sweetheart. But I recommend that you at least parry your enemy's blows.
The maiden. What do you know about her?
Aurelia is a beautiful girl. Too bad the crowd won't really notice. She wears a mask of shame.
Why does the damsel have to wear a mask?
They say she's a witch. The mask prevents her from casting spells. Or perhaps Marwan just wants to heighten the drama. Here's some equipment. Prepare yourselves, and then go to the dormitory and get some sleep.
Welcome, good people of Mingilla. Over the next 3 days, you will witness the bloodiest fights our proud arena has ever seen. I, the humble Marwan al-Ahmad ibn Khadims, give you the Battle of the 9 Hordes. Will our 5 heroes be able to free the maiden Aurelia from the claws of evil? Salute those who are about to die. Let the games begin!
You're the gladiators. Please give your best. I don't want to die.
Aurelia!
What? You? What?
Behold, the first horde, Mingilla. We'll start easily enough. But beware. Even red furs dream of fame, blood, and glory.
How did you get here?
Not now. You out of here.
How did you... What are you doing here?
Behold the second horde, Mingilla. The worst scum of all. Thieves, frauds, and murderers. They have nothing to lose but their bare lives.
Wait a moment.
So far, our gladiators have hardly been challenged. Let's see what happens when they meet copies of themselves.
Poison. Where are they keeping you? In the arena?
No. They've locked me up in a hole somewhere.
Then we can only hope they keep their promise.
What promise?
The prize for the winner is a night with the maiden.
I see.
A good day of fighting! But tomorrow, our heroes will face death again! May Bistariel bless their sleep. Welcome, people of Mingilla. The second day brings us the terrors of the jungle. Will our hero gladiators once again deliver the maiden Aurelia from the claws of our enemies? The hungry jungle tigers already await our gladiators. Salute those who face certain death. Let the fighting begin! Fifth Horde, Mingilla, the cruelest warriors of the forest people. The Utulu, collectors of shrunken heads. think it can't get any better, Mingilla? Then behold the sixth horde! The fearless man-eaters from the Rainy Mountains!
Listen, today I overheard something the Monterey said. They want to send the Louse Queen into the arena. They say that so far no gladiator has survived the fight against her.
Then we need a plan.
Poison?
We don't have any.
A day filled with gore, Mingilla! But not the final one! Tomorrow night, the bird of death will be vigilant!
Sister, she woke up, but now she's totally soaked.
What's wrong with her?
Maybe you should ask what she smells of.
Gatonka.
I gave her 3 little wolves. Such a friendly man. I shall fast for 7 days.
Blast it!
Ready for your big day?
You gave Niam Dreamweed.
She begged for it, to alleviate her fear of death. I'm quite merciful.
She can't possibly fight like this.
But she will, right now.
Pray that we die today, my friend.
Welcome, people of Mingilla! Today, our valiant gladiators will face the last and deadliest of the 9 hordes. The most fearful creatures of Ascania await them. Monstrosities from the deepest chasms of the world! Will our heroes succeed in rescuing innocent Aurelia once more? For today, she must survive without protection! Behold the 7th horde, Mingilla, the immortal children of Arimanios, and the death wheels of Bel-Halhar! A spectacle! The 8th horde is a gift from our friend, the ingenious chimerologist Telemachy! Marvel at her giant caimans, and wish our gladiators luck!
Oh.
Niam! Niam!
Believe it! 8 battles! And our maiden is still alive! But this could all change soon, for one creature still awaits. One that has never been defeated! Shudder, Mingilla, and behold! She came to us from the depths of Arimanios! The Louse Queen!
Niam! Stay here!
Damn it. Look.
He's talking to me.
Out of the way, girl!
Oh!
Niam! More keep coming!
She's dead.
A battle like an allegory and a great lesson to humanity.
She's dead.
Evil can be overcome, but victory is never without sacrifice. Gladiators, I must thank you. You brought great joy to the affable Marwan al-Ahmed ibn Kadim's. I'm so happy I could cry.
Please don't.
Your prize awaits you in the Chamber of Victory. You are to be envied. You are free men and women now. May Boron protect you.
Boron with you. Leave it to me.
I hope this night fulfills my rather high expectations.
There won't be much kissing involved, I'm afraid. I'm sorry about your friend.
I'm so curious to see your face. This thing.
A gift from Marwan. I've been a little naughty. Now the Monterey's make me wear this mask.
Can't you just take the mask off?
Great idea! Thank you.
Our dwarf is getting a bit senile.
They say you're a witch. Are you?
Who knows?
They say you're a virgin. Are you? Just curious.
They got that one wrong. Only the other night, during a witch's sabbath, I had my way with 3 ram-headed hunks.
I think I like this girl.
Any more stupid questions?
What are you doing in Mingilla?
After Eleanor's death, the Count asked me to follow Lysander. He's completely insane. He no longer knows his friends. Somebody had to do something.
What do you know about Lysander? Is he here?
Hey, you two can wax nostalgic later. Let's get out of here and fast. Oh, I've had it with this ridiculous gladiator armor.
How can we free you from the mask?
It's magically locked, I'm afraid. There's a key, but Diego Monterey has it. And I can't leave with the mask on either. There's some kind of curse on it. I can't stray more than 100 paces from the key bearer.
So we need the key.
Let's go and see Diego. We'll get you out of here.
The glorious victors. Actually, more of you survived than I expected.
I warned you. Pray that we die, Biggin.
Oh, I'm in trouble now, right? In case you miss your down-and-out little toy elf, I've got slave girls who...
Stop talking, shrunken head.
Boron with you. Leave it to me.
We've got the key.
Then get rid of this ridiculous mask.
Ravishing. I'm speechless.
So why are you still talking? Come on, let's get out of here.
Please, laugh again. I like the way you laugh.
Not now, Luciano. The princess is sad. Look, there's our lazybones, completely unaware of what's going on around him.
The less I know, the happier I am. So, you gonna tell me what's happening?
Lysander has locked himself up in his lab for days, and Eleanor is getting worried.
He loves his work. That may seem strange to us, but...
Can't you talk to him? You know him well. Something's not right here.
All the way to Nita?
I'll come with you. Luciano is getting on my nerves.
Did Eleanor send you?
The princess thinks you're in some kind of trouble.
What else is new? I'm working.
Is there any way I can help you?
I need chitin. Quite a lot of it.
Chitin? What's that?
Insect exoskeletons are made of it. Its surface is prismatic in the light, like oil.
What for?
You'll see.
But I'd love to know now.
Trust, my friend. The ability to withstand the urge to know the truth. Don't you trust me?
But of course.
Then off with you!
Where can I find the chitin you need?
A veritable plague of crypt lice has invaded the cemetery. I'd go myself, but I need to watch my alembics. 5 lice should be enough.
All right, but then you have to tell me what's going on. See you later.
Why would he need the shells of crypt lice?
Don't ask me. We must trust him and withstand the urge to learn the truth.
Is that what he said? Certainly sounds like him. That's disgusting.
5 lice are enough, Lysander said.
The things you do for your friends.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Now will you tell me what this is all about?
The crown of alchemy. Transforming something worthless into something valuable. There is beauty in all that is ugly. Under a magnifying glass, even the most beautiful face will dissolve into a horribly blemished surface. It's a good thing humans are so blind. The truth would destroy us. Here. It is done.
A gem?
More beautiful than a gem. And yet completely worthless. Do you think Eleanor will like it?
Nine guilds share the rulership over Mingilla. They say the Poisoners Guild is the most respectable among them. Boron, the god of the dead, watches over the city. They call him the Prince of the Gods here. Somewhere in this labyrinth I'll find Lysander. And the answers to my questions.
I don't understand. Why aren't you rejoicing? We're free! Mingilla is ours for the taking. We should be gathering riches, or looking for our friend Helia Monterey to avenge Niam.
And the torturer, Lysander's companion, are you sure he's a disciple of the Dark God?
Well, he left us this booklet, The 13 Encomia of the Nameless One, a fascinating read.
You're reading it?
Here and there. By the way, lass, did I tell you how good you look without that mask?
What about that name? When Lysander and his torturer were questioning you, they wanted to hear a name.
The name of the Nameless One, perhaps.
I have no idea what Lysander wanted of me, and I don't know anything about a name. Did he tell you anything, Aurelia?
No.
Blast. I was hoping you knew more than me. Why did Urias send you to Mingilla?
I was supposed to follow Lysander. Urias thinks he broke into the ancient tomb.
The excavation site no one's allowed to enter.
Whatever Lysander encountered there, something must have happened to him. Perhaps he's even less innocent of Eleanor's death than he thinks. Or pretends to be. Don't you remember anything? At all?
There was a wolf. Some kind of madness came over me. I was in Urias's park. I don't know why or to what end. The princess was lying on the ground, not moving. The wolf was hunched over her. I killed it. Then everything went black. The servants all agreed that I had killed Princess Eleanor.
And the wolf?
They all say they didn't see it.
Why did you flee? What did you have to hide?
Lysander has good connections to the Alchemist's Guild. My word against his has no weight in this town.
The word of a witch, you mean?
Lysander is up to something, and I'm sure he has answers.
You said you ran into him?
In the Bishdaria quarter, near the Temple of Hasindi. I meant to confront him, but he seemed to have lost his mind. He sent the city guard after me. I tried to get away, but the Monterey's were faster. And before I knew it, I was the latest arena attraction.
In our travels we encountered a scholar. She told us there were more victims of the same affliction that befell Niam's sister. Apparently the Temple of Hasindi is looking into the matter.
Right. And your alchemist buddy did something to Niam's sister.
Then we should start our inquiries at the Temple of Hasindi. All right then. Welcome to Mingilla.
How may a servant of the wise goddess help you?
This strange disease, the afflicted ones, what can you tell us about that?
Very little. We're stumbling around in the dark ourselves. But it's not a natural affliction, that much is certain.
What do you mean?
Something evil is going on here. Something sleeps in those shells that have been abandoned by Hasindi's spirit.
Do you know an alchemist named Lysander Eurydion? Black-haired Horasian, wears amber glasses?
Lysander? No. But a Horasian alchemist who fits the description has been here. He calls himself Mercator. Just like you, he was interested in the sick people we're sheltering here. But he seemed to be a little lost.
What did this Mercator want?
To help, or so it seemed. Under the condition that he got to take the sufferers with him. He even offered a generous donation, which, of course, we declined. In the days that followed, however, 2 of the patients disappeared from our temple.
And you suspect Mercator?
I don't suspect anyone, my child.
Could a poison cause the affliction?
It certainly could. But perhaps you should ask the Alchemists Guild about this. Go to Menhal Akhtaran, the leader of the poisoners. If anyone knows about this sort of thing, it's him. I'll give you a recommendation. Not that glorious gladiators such as yourselves really need that.
You watch the battles?
Well, yes. Studying the depravity of the people provides valuable insight. One more thing. Mercator was accompanied by a white-haired lady. She called herself Miramis, another alchemist, I think. Perhaps this might help?
Thank you.
I don't care if you have to travel to Auckland to catch a canary and butterflies. And next time, I want them alive. Excuse me. How may the guild serve you today?
Do you know an alchemist named Lysander Eurydion?
Indeed. He's the son of one of my business partners in Nisa. A talented young man, and ambitious as I remember. But I haven't seen him in a long time.
Are you sure Lysander hasn't been here lately?
Are you part of the Black Cohort? Am I in trouble? Yes, I'm sure.
The priest at Hasindi's temple recommended you.
A rare occurrence.
We want to have a tincture analyzed, possibly a rare poison.
A poison? Let's see if I can identify it by smell.
It smells of laurel leaves.
Poisons rarely smell of just one ingredient. Let me see. Interesting.
I've never smelled this composition before. Why do you think it's a poison?
Isn't it?
Possibly. The smell of laurel reminds me of something, and there's a hint of something else. Asula venom. Definitely. Morphu venom.
Morphus? Those giant slugs?
Yes. Pretty harmless, actually. As long as you don't get too close. If you do, they shoot poisonous spines at you. They're painful, but extremely valuable to us poisoners.
What exactly does the venom do?
Morphu venom has all kinds of applications, not just in poisons. I suggest a deal. Bring me a batch of Morphu spines. In the meantime, I'll find out more about your tincture, what it contains, and who ordered the ingredients lately. Do you agree?
What are you going to do with the Morphu venom?
A forest man asks a poisoner why he needs venom.
And where do we find Morphus?
There's a little island southwest of Mingilla. Quite a few of the creatures are said to live there. Be careful, though. There have been frequent sightings of pirates in that area recently. I'll tell my friend Capitano d'Aragossa to take you to the island. Meet him in the 1002 Days Tavern once you're ready for the trip.
See you later.
Just tell El Haras he will get his shipment as soon as I... Oh, sorry. I took you for someone else. How can Daragossa be of assistance?
Can you take us to the island of the Morphus?
Not a chance. I'm not risking my ship, nor my crew.
Menhal was certain you would do us this favor.
Menhal? I should never have had dealings with that alchemist. Come on.
I think that was the worst experience in my life. Let's pray there's a tunnel to the mainland.
The island of the Morphus certainly lives up to its name. Don't worry, the beasts are peaceful.
They seem rather aggressive to me.
You're not welcome, mortals. You frighten my flock. Name your nurturer.
Nurturer?
Is it the silver-haired human?
What is the lizard talking about? Should I help it shed its skin?
Silver-haired human?
A female, I believe. She sends her brood to slaughter my flock. Black and white humans. Males and females.
White hair. That could be that Miramis.
Miramis. That is her name. She desires the venom of my Morphus. I told her she cannot have it. She sent black and white humans and killed 4 of my beasts. My brood is unhappy. Tell her that.
Is she still on the island?
No. She has returned to your land.
Where are these other humans?
Camped in a bay to the east, below the 4-cornered castle. Ask them to leave my flock alone, and tell their nurturers the humans do not bury their trash. This is bad.
The Morphus belong to you.
My clan. I breed them, and I guard them.
Oh, those ugly giant slugs.
Their appearance is meaningless. We are interested in their venom and slime. I must return to my flock.
The pirates might be able to tell us something about Miramis.
Why should we tackle those pirates? Let's kill that rotten son of a dragon and his rotten slug flock of slugs. Then we'll have our venom.
You do what you think is right. I will wait for you here.
What do you want? The venom? Take it.
Where do we find Miramis?
Miramis? I don't know any.
An alchemist. White hair. Your employer?
All I know is that she pays well. She lives in Azara, but don't ask me where.
No. How many times do I have to tell you idiots that it's a bad idea to inhale the velvet mist pollen? Pollen! Were you successful? In that case, I've got news for you. Well done. I learned something about the crimson poison. The main ingredient is atacuma, a rare remedy from the rainforests.
A remedy?
Yes. But in certain dosage, it's a poison. They say it robs people of their minds. But to tell you the truth, I've never seen that kind of effect.
We have, I'm afraid.
Do you know where the alchemist is?
Miramis? She still runs a laboratory at Ozara. She's not really allowed to do that. But as long as she doesn't meddle in guild business, we leave her alone.
See you later. We're looking for Miramis.
Only a select few may see her, and you're not among them.
Are these 5 grand emirs select enough?
We can't be bribed.
Only the gods are incorruptible. How about 15?
No.
50? 100? 200?
I'll put this as politely as I can. Beat it!
You're destroying my faith in humanity.
Come on! Let's not waste our time.
Who? What do you want? Guards!
They can't hear you.
We don't want any trouble. We just have a couple of questions for you.
And you think I'll answer? Lysander warned me about you. I know who and what you are. Take your idol worship and go to the hells! Kill them! And destroy the apparatus!
One remains.
Please, don't.
Just answer a few questions, then we'll let you live.
We're looking for Lysander Euridian.
He's not here. He was never here. I've never seen him. Miramis was the only one who talked to him.
This crimson laurel poison you're making. What are you planning to do with it?
Not poison. It's medicine for the sick. Miramis did mention something once about a shipment. Lysander is expecting new atacuma from Alanfa.
Where's the shipment going?
To Mingilla. The caravan will travel the Silk Road to Mingilla via Lorfus.
The victims are losing their wills. What sort of healing is that?
I'm only a servant. I just ground the atacuma and set up the row house flasks for distillation. That's all.
Miramis didn't tell you anything else?
She said that the sick are infested with a false belief and that we have to cure them.
Is there a contact in the caravan?
An Alanfan. His name was Kugras.
Kugras?
Thecio Kugras.
You know him?
Kugras is one of the powerful grandee families in Alanfa, but Thecio was exiled to Port Corad. I forget why.
You'll swear you've never seen us.
I swear by the 12, I never saw you.
We can't let Lysander get that atacuma.
How do you plan to prevent it? Rob the caravan?
We're already criminals, aren't we?
If we have Kugras, we have Lysander.
And incidentally, we'll be rich too. After all, that's why we came here, isn't it?
Friends, the caravans of Al-Anfa are guarded by the best mercenaries in the south.
Then we need allies.
The Flying Foxes.
Who?
Who, you ask? Every child knows the Flying Foxes. The raid on the Silk Caravan? 14 years ago, they made off with 2 whole wagons. And, just by chance, I know where their leader is hiding. In the Aralco Downs, in Duya, in a healer's shop.
You know a number of interesting people, dwarf.
All it takes is charisma.
Welcome to my humble butcher's shop. What can I do for you?
We have wounded.
Wonderful! Finally, another real battle-won injury.
Butcher's shop? Aren't you Iside, the healer?
Ah, you have to deal with boredom somehow. There are enough wounded here. But the slaves can't afford my treatment. When I look at you, I think of my old gang. They gave me a lot to sew up. Maybe I should listen to your advice and round up the Flying Foxes again.
But we didn't say anything.
You're right. I can't just turn up there after all this time. I have an idea. You could hunt down my old companions and convince them to work with me again.
And where are we supposed to start looking?
Unfortunately, my old companions are as scattered as the limbs on my floor. Let's see. Ralman is in Estina. Auralia is in Aldemia. And Manolo? I haven't heard from him in ages.
Where do we find Ralman?
You should probably look in Estina first. As far as I know, that's where our best fighter is staying. When you see him, tell him he can have his kidney back.
Who is Auralia?
Ah, beautiful Auralia, our smuggler. I always was a bit jealous of her. It was her elegance that gave me the idea to call us the Flying Foxes. Of course, that changed when I sewed her back together again after that skirmish in Aurena. I wonder if she has problems finding shoes that fit. Maybe you can ask her if you see her in Aldenia. Ah, she only ever had eyes for Ralman anyway.
Where's Manolo?
Oh, Manolo. The mightiest mage the world has ever seen. He can conjure up a campfire in any weather.
In any weather? I hope he accepts apprentices.
Yes, he's a great illusionist. The last time I heard of him, he had just bought a tower near the Soul Swamps.
See you later.
Can't you see I'm busy? I have to guard these chests.
Iside sent us. She wants to prowl the countryside with you again. Like in the good old days.
Isida wants another adventure? I'd rather let a wild black ogre shave my family jewels. Which almost happened at Porto Paligan because of Isida. If you see her, tell her I want my toe back.
I thought it was a kidney.
My kidney? That explains the scar! That lying cow!
So, the great warrior of the Flying Foxes is guarding chests these days.
Yes. Admittedly, this activity doesn't make full use of my potential, but as long as the jungle tiger is poaching in my territory, I can't leave my chests alone.
A jungle tiger? Maybe we can help.
If you want to take the risk, bring me his tooth. That will remind him that a jungle tiger belongs in the jungle.
His tooth? Does he have only one?
Once you see his teeth, you'll know which one I mean.
So, we kill the tiger.
What? I never said that.
He's not just gonna give us his tooth, is he?
All right. If he proves to be unreasonable, it's not your fault, of course. He lives a few miles east of here. Now beat it, I'm busy.
No sign of a jungle tiger anywhere. Just peace and quiet on a forest, man.
I'm starting to think the Flying Foxes aren't quite right in the head.
Don't confuse the mask with the face.
I wouldn't think of it. Maybe the forest man knows something.
do you speak our language? We're looking for a jungle tiger.
You have found him.
What, you are the jungle tiger?
And he has a pretty gold tooth, too.
What do you want from the jungle tiger?
Our friend Rahman doesn't want to see you in this area anymore.
Then, Rahman will have to leave.
He wants your gold tooth as proof that we've dealt with you. But if you give us the tooth, he won't hear about it from us.
Rahman is a filthy cur. Here's the tooth.
You didn't even scream.
The jungle tiger doesn't scream. The jungle tiger leaves pain to his enemies.
The tooth of the jungle tiger.
Let me see. Yes, that's definitely his cursed gold tooth. But what are you after, anyway?
We're planning a caravan robbery.
A caravan? Just like in the old days. All right, I'll go to Duyar and see if Izida is ready to apologise.
Halt!
Halt!
You stepping on Princedom of Sulak.
On Princedom belong to Grand Princess Unzals.
So you need proof of citizenship. Proof of citizenship is 500 silver thalers. Expensive.
It's expensive.
Will you take 10 orcish coppers instead?
No, 500 silver thalers.
They don't know that an orcish copper piece is worth 50 silver thalers.
Yes, we knew that.
We always knew that.
Good. Then how many silver thalers are 10 copper pieces?
10 times 50... 500.
Methinks human is right, Gleina. Orcas like copper.
Fine. 10 orcish copper pieces. Here. Proof of citizenship of Princedom Sulak. Bury the money, boobas.
We're looking for the mage Manolo. Where is he?
Vanished.
In his room.
Which is it? In his room or vanished?
Vanished in his room. Ask Grand Princess Unzals.
Come on.
What do smoothskins want? Do smoothskins have proof of citizenship?
Here it is.
Her Majesty.
Say again.
You needs to say Her Majesty.
Here it is, Her Majesty.
Good, good, good. What do smoothskins want now?
We must speak with Master Manolo.
Impossible. Vanished in his room.
And he never comes out?
Never. Not for moons. I, Grand Princess Unzals, now rules in Grand Princedom of Sulak.
Is there at least a key to his door?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Could we borrow it, Her Majesty?
50 gold ducats.
Will you take 10 orcish coppers instead?
It's not orc gold. It's worthless. Great Princess Unzals are not dumb.
Nobody gets my gold.
Master Manolo?
I see a mirage. The mirage speaks. So far, nothing out of the ordinary.
Mirage? We're no mirage.
Oh, how convincing.
So we're only an illusion?
I have made a mistake. Now there is nothing left. Only me and this tiny globule.
Globule? You mean your room?
Room. The illusion mocks me. The mocking illusion of my mind.
What went wrong? Did you destroy the world?
Destroy? God, no. Then there would be nothing left at all. I wanted to create the perfect illusion, a world next to the world, the ideal life in a soap bubble. The idea would have made me the richest man in the emirate.
What happened?
I banished reality into a world disk. Now it is caught there. Only I am still here, imprisoned in this meager fantasy.
Then I certainly hope this world disc is safe.
As safe as it can be. I integrated it into my golem.
What, into this ugly statue?
So, the golem isn't a mirage?
The illusion attempts to sow doubt. I can withstand that.
The flying foxes are being reformed. Wouldn't you like to rejoin them?
So what? The flying foxes are also a fantasy.
If the world disk is destroyed, everything will come to an end, right?
Naturally.
I think I know how we can convince you otherwise. Let's see if this block of stone really can't fight.
No! The world disc! What have you done? You just destroyed the world!
I always wanted to do that.
But we're all still here.
Indeed. That is unexpected. But this means my life's work, my dream of infinite wealth, all gone.
One more reason to support the Flying Foxes in their next coup.
Then that must be my fate. But first I need to eat something. Where are those red fur slaves when you need them?
Iside sent you. What does the bitch want?
Iside wants to get the flying foxes back together. We're here to convince you of the genius of the idea.
That trollop has a nerve. As if I'd forgotten what happened in Selim. She wanted to take off with all the loot. And let's not forget the debacle in Port Karad. I'll never get involved with that lunatic again.
Rahman seems to like the idea.
You know where Rahman is? Please tell me. I haven't seen him since that night in the Rashtulian Wall. And that's all Iside's fault too. I was just about to show him my gold tooth.
If you want to see Rahman again, you'll have to join Iside.
Ha! I'm not going to make it that easy. Well then again, you do me a little favour.
All right, what's the deal?
I have here a small vial of gold glue that some business partners are waiting for. There's a tavern in Bill Lane, the drunken Navadi. Find Signore Grimani and tell him this. 3 is 6 and 5 is 9. No, wait. 5 is 9 and 3 is 7.
Gold glue is forbidden in the Principality of Droll.
So you'd better not get caught.
What was that phrase again?
3 is 6 and 5 is 9. No, wait. 5 is 9 and 3 is 7.
Thanks.
Looks like we can no longer avoid the question. How do we cross the border with a sack full of banned poison?
We sneak. Stay away from the torches. And from the guards, Norim.
we know each other?
Five is 9 and 3 is 7.
Tell Oralia to spare me that hush-hush nonsense. Do you have the goods? Good. Cherastelli will be pleased. Here is Oralia's barrel. Here, a small acknowledgement to the dwarf for remembering that ridiculous code phrase.
What are a bunch of hothouse flowers looking for in Billane?
I think they're transporting a barrel.
A barrel that ought to belong to us?
But maybe they want to avoid the trouble and hand it over.
My business partners don't like to wait.
A delivery from Grimani.
Ah, good. Certain people in Mingilla will pay a high price for that.
Certain people in Billane have paid the highest price for that.
Leave your dramatics for a sea day when you're negotiating your payment.
Does this mean you'll rejoin the Foxes?
It's probably the only way to see Ralman again.
Thanks.
People hoped that the flying foxes were a thing of the past. Won't they be surprised? So, you want to rob a caravan? Oralia and Ralman are already scouting it out. Meet me in Festina when you're ready for the ultimate feat of daring.
See you later.
People hoped that the flying foxes were a thing of the past. Won't they be surprised? So, you want to rob a caravan? Oralia and Ralman are already scouting it out. Meet me in Festina when you're ready for the ultimate feat of daring.
We have wounded.
Wonderful! Finally, another real battle-won injury.
See you later.
There we are. You see the alarm bell there? So far, nothing to worry about. But if it rings, we're done for.
Where's Manolo when we need him?
Up there. He's waiting for our sign.
Let me guess. He's going to roast us with fireballs again.
You'll like it when it wins us the battle.
A wonderful plan. Let's go.
At last. Remember, the guards have to be taken out before one of them rings the alarm bell. Oralia and I will stay here in the shadows and cover your backs. So far, everything's going according to plan.
I'd like to believe that.
All we have to do is scale those ladders.
And how are we supposed to do that?
Trust, beautiful Oralia, trust. We'll free the slaves, and in the chaos, climb the ladders as quiet as Brabacuders. One of you has to sneak past the guards and open the cages. Who will it be?
I'll do it.
Shouldn't someone with more experience go?
Right, a flying fox should accompany you. Who will we take him? Oralia, of course. Despite her feet, she still sneaks like a tiger.
Maybe that will help us.
on, hurry! The leader's tent is up there.
We'll take care of that. You stay by the ladders and make sure nobody bothers us.
The big tent there bears the family arms of Kugris. From all I've heard, Theseus is a coward. If he thinks he's lost the battle, he'll flee.
We'll make sure he doesn't get far.
Help me!
Not so fast. Stay here!
Stop. Don't. I surrender. You want the Atacama? Go ahead, help yourselves. But you know it's almost worthless.
We don't want to sell it. We want to prevent it from being used.
I don't want to disappoint, but more caravans will come. Are you going to rob them all?
Do you know Lysander Eurydion?
Certainly. He's my employer.
Then you must know where he is.
Of course. He's hiding beneath the old alchemist's quarter of Arimanios, in the catacombs.
From whom?
From you, for example, Signorita. You're Aurelia, aren't you? The rumors of your beauty are not unfounded. A pity you waste it on the wrong god.
Wrong god? Which god do you mean?
If only his name would come to me.
Nice try.
They say Arimanios is haunted, and the catacombs are immense. Where exactly should we look?
The place where I was to meet Dom Lysander is marked by a scarab. That's a beetle. More I can't tell you.
What did Lysander tell you?
To be honest, his insinuations were quite vague and confusing. He wrote something about a name. The death of his beloved princess must have upset him greatly. But you probably know more about that than I do. Go on, end this. Boron awaits me.
Here's the place with the scarab.
Ah, how sweet they smell. How wonderfully healthy they all are. Am I right, my dears?
Have no fear. We just want to look around.
Do you now? Didn't your nannies teach you that this place is one great tomb? That no treasure hunter ever returns from his hunt? We are the outcasts. Arimanios belongs to us. We are cockroaches. Step on us, and tomorrow you will face a new swarm. And your beautiful bodies will wriggle.
We're looking for an entrance to the catacombs.
We're standing right in front of it. We could let you through, but it will cost you.
What do you want?
Your lives, perhaps? Are you afraid of the dead?
Not really.
This is good, for we fear them. My family, the House Trimita, owned one of the most valuable things ever touched by human hands. The only beauty which is left to us in Arimanios. The portrait of Princess Matale. But my mangy cousin stole it. To return it to its rightful place, he said.
Get your ugly mugs out of the way!
Good!
A good fight.
Madness made Lysander hide here of all places.
Maybe he's looking for something.
Look at the walls.
Those must be ancient lizard glyphs.
The dragon? Your friend is looking for the golden dragon.
The beast has grown too big. It's getting to be too much for us, Lysander. We have to get rid of it.
No, I need more venom.
Lysander!
How the... Damn!
Poison. How insidious.
Princess Eleanor.
Feeling remorse? Or are you here to kill me too?
Lysander!
So be it. I spit on you. I spit on the world. I can still give you a good fight.
Bastard.
Listen to me! Why talk? Better that we should die. You or me. Take that, murderer!
I never wanted her to die!
Confess it to the scale of souls!
I've been poisoned! Poison! Poison!
End this, old friend. Better to die today than tomorrow. Eleanor is waiting for me. For you, there is only the nameless emptiness. Why do you hesitate? You'll miss your golden age. End this!
My golden age?
Wait. You have no idea what's going on, do you? Oh, gods. Gods, what idiots we are!
What?
Oh, gods, how stupid!
You aren't a servant of the Nameless One.
And neither are you, it seems to me. Urias deceived us.
But Aurelia...
Some friendly advice. If you wake up some morning with her dagger at your throat, don't be too disappointed.
What?
There is a cult of the Nameless One. Count Urias is its high priest, and Aurelia is his servant.
Urias?
He wants to shatter everything we believe in, and then rebuild on the ruins.
How? How will he...
I would tell you everything I know, but we don't have that much time. Ask Aurelia, and then toss her in the deepest, darkest pit.
Aurelia? I don't believe it. You must be mistaken.
I know. Friendship is deceptive. Trust no one, not even yourself.
But why the poison?
Poison?
The crimson liquid. The people you abducted.
The Yatakuma. Idiot. The Yatakuma was medicine. Medicine against the evil Urias has awakened. The nameless whisper that will devour us all. You should get out of here.
No! There are things I still need to know. You wanted a name from me. What does...
That blasted newt. Go! Get out of here! You know the name. You must find Urias.
The name?
The word of banishment. You are the only one who can stop Urias.
The word of banishment? What blasted word of banishment?
A fine mess, my friend. You'd better remember quickly. Good luck.
Lysander! 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 Is there any wine left?
No. You drank it all.
You must hate me.
These stupid beasts won't stop barking.
Maybe you should treat them better, Luciano.
Leave me alone.
Have you seen my father yet? He wants to talk to you.
That's it. I'm off.
Don't worry. He likes you.
I hope you aren't expecting me to work on such a beautiful day.
Truly beautiful days cannot exist in a corrupt world. It's a law of nature that everything good invariably turns bad.
You sound rather bitter.
On the contrary, I may be the last optimist, but one must observe the world impartially.
Maybe.
Let me test how much you understand. A human mother and a lizard man both have their children kidnapped by bandits. Both attempt to recover their children in their own way. The human mother is driven by rage and despair. The Akaz is cold and calculating. Who do you think will succeed in rescuing their children?
The human mother? Her feelings give her the necessary determination.
Interesting. But perhaps you need a bit more time.
Time? For what?
What is it, Luciano?
Something came up. Can we talk in private?
We will speak another time, child.
And? What did you talk about?
Nothing.
I'm not allowed to know, right?
It's nothing. The Count is just having a bad day.
You can't remember anything?
I don't trust my memory. It was like a nightmare.
Urias called down a nameless madness on you.
A madness? Why? What for?
You found out something that you weren't supposed to know.
The name.
Yes. The madness made you forget.
Why is this name so important?
The key to Urias's power. The nameless whisper. The name summons and commands it, but it can also banish it again. It's the only thing that Urias still has to fear. The only thing that can thwart his plans. That's why he made you forget.
And this madness.
A miracle of the 13th god. A rapture of forgetting.
Is there no way to regain my memory?
Urias used a holy stone for the miracle. A moonstone. If I had that stone, I could attempt to reverse the effect.
And Urias has this moonstone?
No. He gave it to me. He wanted me to destroy it, but I didn't. I hid it.
Where?
At home. On Urias's estate.
Come, let's find the others. They can't be far. And then we'll talk about you.
Call off your creature! Calm down, Takati.
What in all the hells is going on here?
This filthy slave has killed 2 of my men. He has never behaved like this before. Takati abhors violence. Come, Takati. Kyrios Gerbalstone is immeasurably wealthy. He can offer you a better life than we can.
You sold Takate?
I told the mage it was a bad idea, but the price was...
Forget the price. I want 200 gold ducats as compensation. And that monster in chains!
How about you back off and we all survive?
Or maybe I'll keep all of you.
Lying! Back to Neither? Can't you see? She's luring us into a trap!
Norim!
She serves a dragon! How much proof do you need?
Let her finish talking.
We prayed to the golden god. Urias was our high priest. We erected altars and converted servants of the 12 gods. But Urias's plans soon became more and more destructive. I couldn't follow him any longer. That's why I turned away from the cult of the 13th god.
And Lysander?
I didn't know that he... I thought he was carrying out Urias's orders.
The sick ones. People without tapam. What makes them sick?
It must be connected with Uriah's ritual somehow.
This nameless whisper he wants to summon?
Or has already summoned.
Why didn't you tell us the truth from the beginning?
I'm somewhat underbred.
Aurelia.
What was I supposed to say? I'm a witch who belongs to a forbidden cult. Please free me.
Well, she has me convinced.
Where is Urias now?
There's an ancient city in the Rain Mountains, sacred to the lizardmen. The nameless whisper is said to sleep beneath that city.
Mokpantoal.
I'm afraid that Urias has beguiled the lizardmen and drawn them to his side.
Mokpantoal.
We don't understand, Mohan, forest man.
Mokpantoal, the Eternal Valley.
How droll.
What do we do with the nameless witch? We can't possibly trust her.
Lysander is dead because I didn't trust him. I won't make that mistake again.
But she belongs to the dragon! What if she enchants us? We should gag her. Or what if she runs off and betrays us to her master?
Cut off her feet?
I can think of a somewhat more elegant solution.
Such as?
The shame mask from the arena. With that, our maiden can neither do magic nor run away.
All right, but I'll take the key. I'm sorry, Aurelia.
Your beautiful face. I suffer with you, maiden.
You're so sweet.
And now?
Back to Neitha. I need to remember that name. Maybe we can find a captain who'll take us.
How can Zaragoza be of assistance?
We have to get to Neitha.
Neitha? I'm afraid that's not possible.
Why not?
Have you not heard? There's unrest in Neitha. Several ships are burning. The Neithan harbor has been blocked to foreign ships. And even if it weren't, I still wouldn't sail there. I'll put you ashore in Droll, if that helps.
Unrest? In Neitha?
They say a false prophetess has risen. Blood flows, even in the temples. They say similar unrest has broken out in Festina and in Ozara. Preachers of a new age everywhere.
The nameless whisper. It begins.
Then take us to Droll.
Such pleasure. The doves just come flying back to me, and they've multiplied.
Bailiff Lasker.
What are you doing here? Who are these people?
Don't worry, you'll have enough time to get to know each other. On the pyre. Burn them all!
And now you die. How just is that? Farewell, dog lover.
Thank you.
Are you injured?
Pain isn't important.
Why did the bailiff want to burn everyone?
The bad man didn't understand the new era, and now it begins without him.
The new era?
The great upheaval, the time of turning.
You're a rebel.
I belong to the good people like you. The prophetess Salva watches over us. Her will guided your swords.
Salva, does she happen to have pointy ears?
Then you know her. Visit her in the prison of Neitha, and may her will guide you.
She's in prison?
The prophetess holds court in the prison. The new era knows no dungeons. Everyone is free.
Oh, I don't trust fortune tellers. Who is this prophetess?
She gives us strength and new tasks. We were all blind, but that's the past. May her will guide you. May the Golden God protect you.
Thank you. You have no idea how much I was sweating in there.
Oh, why did you do that? We had a deal!
If she wanted to kill us, we'd be dead already. There were enough opportunities.
Well, all due respect to your blind confidence, but, I'm telling you, as soon as... Ow! What the... Ow! Ow! Tell her to stop that!
Better get used to it, dwarf. She's hopeless. We can't do without Aurelia's abilities.
We should have thrown away the key.
You're right. Get rid of it. And get rid of the cursed mask.
You're awfully damn stubborn.
What was your plan for Lysander? Did you want to kill him, or did you hope I'd do that for you?
I don't know.
Maybe it'll come back to you while we're on the road.
Back, peasants!
Kill him! Beat him to death! Death to the nobles!
This will cost you your head.
This is Urias's work. The prophets preach the nameless whisper.
The whole country will sink into chaos. We have to silence this false prophetess.
I can't say I've missed this place. Do we have a plan?
Let me talk.
I'd rather you shut up. For good.
Welcome, newcomers. Leave the horrors of the world behind you.
Like Niam's sister. And yet different.
Let me test whether you love the truth or the shadows. Which god do you trust?
The one true God, the golden God.
Then tell me, is there justice in an unjust world?
Something as small as a scale can stand still aboard a rocking ship.
Oh, why do we let her talk?
How did the Nameless One lose his name?
When the other gods cast him down, he swallowed his name so they couldn't command him.
You serve the Glorious One. Therefore you serve us. Stay in readiness and await your assignments.
What will be expected of us?
Join the revolt of the lands. Rise. Trust no one.
The prophetess trusts you. That's not necessarily true for me. Will?
We have to talk to the prophetess again.
The prophetess will call you when it's time. Will?
I remember you.
How nice for you.
You should have treated an Angra more politely.
Locked. Can anyone break open the lock?
Which lock?
Wait a minute. When I was held captive in here, I saw the captain put something into the door. A bronze sun disk.
Do we have a plan now?
This prophetess is Niam's sister. We can't just slay her.
She was Niam's sister. Now she's just a shell for the Nameless Whisper. All that she once was is gone.
I'm afraid we don't have a choice, Norim.
Do you mean this sun disk?
That's it!
You're not supposed to be here. The revolt will not tolerate any delay. Join or die. Is it over? It is over. This is good.
She looks like Niam. Come, let's wring Urias's neck and be done with it.
First, we need the word of banishment.
Fine. Let's go home. So the moonstone is in our old oath tree?
Yes. Let me go in alone. We can solve this without bloodshed.
No way. I am not letting you out of my sight.
Then at least let us go quietly. I don't want to run across Luciano.
Who is Luciano?
Urias's disciple. He's a coward, but we shouldn't underestimate him.
Afraid of what he might say?
If you don't trust me, then just let your dwarf cut my throat.
I didn't mean it like that.
Wonderful.
So Luciano is also a priest of the Nameless One?
Yes, he is.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Fine. We'll stay quiet.
Thank you.
Let's get that moonstone.
So much for sneaking.
I hate guard dogs.
Yano's up there. If we want to get to the tree, we'll have to get past him.
What's he doing up there?
His favourite thing, holding court.
And a whole pack of those hellhounds is guarding him.
Maybe we can find a way to lure them away.
Aurelia and our lazy bones. You could have rung at the door. I'd have let you in.
Hello, Luciano.
A reunion without me? I'm hurt. Where's Lysander?
Dead.
Well done. But why is he still alive? That wasn't part of the plan. Urias won't like it.
Shut up!
What? Don't I get a welcoming kiss?
My being alive isn't part of the plan? What's that supposed to mean?
It means that our beauty here had the task of dispatching you. But Urias was probably right. You're too soft, my sweet Aurelia. And once again, I have to clean up after you. Leave no one alive!
Follow me! Let's take down this Luciano, and then we burn the place to the ground!
Nothing against your old acquaintances, but I couldn't stand this one.
Where's that moonstone now?
Wait here, I'll get it.
We already had this discussion. We're staying right behind you. Protecting you.
I've never felt so safe. Here's the tree, and the hole.
Your story rings true so far.
And here's the moonstone.
This is your old pendant. So, the stone belongs to you, not to Urias.
Actually, it belonged to Luciano. He gave me the pendant. I was sick of his advances, so I returned it.
Another lie, I'll bet.
Is it true? You were supposed to kill me?
You and Lysander.
And Lysander is dead.
I didn't want that to happen, and I don't want you to die.
Why couldn't Urias do his dirty work himself?
He wanted me to prove myself. That I was ready to follow him into the new era. I was supposed to leave behind everything that tied me to the old world.
So I'm just a millstone around your neck?
A very large millstone. The moonstone was used to take away your memory. I can use it to reverse the effect. But to do so, I have to put you in a trance. Are you ready?
Don't do it! Dreams are dangerous.
Please. I want to help you. I want to help us.
Is this trance dangerous?
Not if you wake up in time.
And if not?
Then he won't wake up.
And the great hero will die in peaceful slumber.
Splendid. I suppose I have no choice.
Close your eyes. I'll maintain contact with you. If you want to wake up, just open your eyes.
Not good. This is not good.
A coloured stone? How touching.
It's beautiful. I don't know what it's made of, but...
You don't want to know, believe me.
Here's our cavalier now, arisen from the crypt of loneliness.
Are you well, my dear?
Princess, would you take a walk for a moment?
Would I... Of course. I love walks. See you later, friends.
You look terrible.
That doesn't matter now. We have to go down into the tomb right now.
But I'm still so young.
Into the tomb.
Why?
All right. I'll try to keep this as brief as possible. Somewhere in this world, there sleeps something profoundly evil. The key to awakening it is in this tomb. And if we don't do something, that's exactly what Urias will do.
How do you know all this?
Aurelia?
Because Urias told me.
And why?
Not now. We should go. We'll explain everything.
What about the princess?
Eleanor knows nothing, and it should stay that way.
Slow down. Key? What?
A word, a name, a formula of summoning. Urias has been looking for it for years. I know that he wants to open the main tomb chamber today. In fact, he could be here at any moment. We have to be quicker than him. We need to find the name and eliminate every trace of it before he finds it.
All right, let's go in.
Too late. The Count.
Blast. Not a word to him.
Ah, so you all came to guard my excavations. How nice. Is something the matter?
We were arguing about whether the moon has a face.
Undoubtedly. The face of Marda, who gave magic to humans, in defiance of the Prince of the Gods. And now that I've cleared that up, you may take the rest of the evening off. I will take the last watch. Oh, and you too, Aurelia.
You're exploring the tomb? If Aurelia's going, I'm going too.
And I.
It could be dangerous. No one knows what spirits of the past lurk down there.
One more reason not to let you go alone.
As you wish. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We went down the stairs to the lowest chamber. Outside the gate of the main tomb chamber, we were attacked. Where are Aurelia and Lysander?
I'm certain they will be fine on their own. Let's go on. We must be very close.
Close to what? You and Lysander disappeared in the labyrinth of chambers. Urias and I reached the heart of the tomb alone. Flies! There are flies everywhere! Whose tomb is this, anyway?
A priest of the lizard men. A mage of great power. The greatest visionary ever to walk our world.
Are those lizard glyphs? Can you read them?
Hear the name of his whisper, to call it, to banish it.
His whisper?
We need that name.
What do we want with this name?
We will banish all evil from the world.
Oh, well, that sounds ambitious. Let me go ahead. This lizard visionary probably set traps, spear traps, something like that.
A true hero. I follow you.
careful! That's what the lizard men mean by rebirth, then I don't want to be reborn.
The mummy was only a vessel.
A vessel? What's that? What's it whispering?
The name. Ah, if only you knew what you witness. If only you knew what is now possible.
I remember the name.
Then we have what we need. Open your eyes!
No, I want to know what happened.
It's dangerous.
Keep going.
As you wish.
We have what we wanted. Where is Lysander?
He must have suspected something. He got away from me.
Oh?
What do we do with him?
He knows the name. We cannot leave him alive.
What?
Take care of it, Aurelia.
Me? No.
Do you want to follow me to the Holy City, or perish with the old world? Do it. Even if you had to tear out your heart, and then go and find Lysander. As soon as they are both dead, I'll know that you are ready for the Eternal City.
You have to open your eyes now.
No! Aurelia!
Don't worry. I won't hurt you. You will forget what you have heard.
No more secrets.
Secrets.
What did you do to me? You cursed me! What did you do to me?
I didn't mean to. You knew the name. Urias wanted me to kill you, but I couldn't.
So you called the Nameless One for help?
A miracle! The nameless oblivion, and you forgot. How was I to know what was about to happen?
I ought to break your neck.
Calm down, everyone.
What did you do to me?
I made sure that you forgot.
Did I kill Eleanor?
I don't know what happened.
She's lying! She just keeps lying! Well, if you're on our side, why did you lie?
We had to find the name. Would you have followed me here if I'd told the truth?
A good argument.
If it's such a good argument, why don't you marry her then?
You're making me blush.
Stop it.
Don't you see what's happening to us? The Whisper is embracing us. We're succumbing to the nameless despair, like all the others.
Oh, and did this Whisper also force you to lie to us?
We kill her.
What?
She is evil. She lies. No half measures.
Oh, Urias would love you.
No one is killing anybody. Aurelia stays with us. If she wanted us dead, she would have killed us by now.
Nice that we have that cleared up. But what do we do next?
We visit Urias.
Why not simply tell the whole story to the Council of Nether, or to the priests? They'll take care of it.
Because we're outlaws, and because no one but me knows the word of banishment.
And where do we find Urias?
Aurelia will guide us.
I'm afraid I can't do that. Urias never told me. The Lizard City lies somewhere in the Rain Mountains. But that's all I know.
Well, it's a start.
I will guide you.
You?
You know where the valley is, Takate?
No, but our spirit woman does.
When were you last here, Takate?
8 years ago.
And? Everything as you remember it?
Something is wrong here.
Yeah, it's too warm. Angros's forge must be right below us.
Quiet.
Budak! Takate is right. There's something wrong here.
This way.
How old was your shaman when you left your village? Who knows whether she's still alive? Who says she really knows anything?
This way. Quickly.
They're all dead.
Not all of them. Listen, someone is singing.
The spirit woman. We must find her. Search the huts.
Take cover!
Takate Atnikawa! The spirit woman will follow us!
Quickly, let's get her out of the village.
Key!
Do not fight! Take the spirit woman to safety first!
Why? They didn't land here for nothing. Let's descale the dragon's brood!
Shiver.
Yok, lirak, tia?
Lulu Kwatam.
Here, wise woman, eat something.
Kogwachik.
Well, what did she tell you?
She knows where the Eternal Valley is. We will find the evil ones there.
Can she guide us?
No. The valley is taboo.
Taboo?
No Moha may enter the Eternal Valley, or he will lose his tapam, his soul.
Taboo? Ah. What happens to those who are not superstitious?
One does not simply walk into the Eternal City. 1,000 steps lead to a high gate, guarded by large stone gods.
Ooh, that sounds easy.
Ask her if there's another way.
Hupamtan wa kauda ledu.
Shatan van po.
A hidden path. A path through the mountain. A cave.
Burdak. Chotonku. Piluk mula. Goton moha.
But the nameless madness is strong around the valley.
What happened to your tribe?
The evil whisper spreads. It swallows everything. Our tribal brothers and sisters have fallen victim to it, or it has killed them. The lizards have taken the rest.
How did she resist the nameless whisper?
Hu akkau tapam kama.
Solo ibon ba. Takte ibon.
There is a root. It grows in the garden of the ancestors. A root which protects the soul against the whispering of evil spirits.
A root? Really?
Then we should take a look around this garden.
Where is this ancestor garden?
Follow me.
Let's go.
This plant should not be here.
This is an Iraba lily. And they looked upon a lily of dazzling beauty, a snare for every mortal soul, or something like that. Beware, don't let it enchant you.
Doing?
She is calling the ghosts of the ancestors.
Is that... I mean, is that a good idea?
Cool. She wants us to eat the root.
Well, it can't be any worse than terror cat meat.
Uchap shatanwan pomopaka hua.
No, panka yunaona. Panka huva.
The path into the cave leads through the bleak lake.
Through the... does that mean we have to dive?
Let's go.
The bleak lake.
All right. Who wants to dive first?
Wait. You're the only one who knows the word of banishment.
It's probably better that way.
What if you die?
Right. Then everything is lost.
You should share the word with us. With at least one of us.
One you trust.
All right. Aurelia.
Me?
Her? Ah, why not, friends? We've come all this way with her. Either we win with her, or we go down with her.
Thank you.
What do you know about this eternal city?
Not much. It was an ancient holy city of the Lizardmen. But Urias converted the Ahaz and had them build a temple to the Nameless One. That's where he takes the abducted, and where he makes them into prophets.
What happens to the abducted? Why do they all lose their minds?
They're taken to the Temple of the Nameless One. They're tested in 13 chambers. There, everything in which they have ever believed is destroyed, until they're ready for the Whisper. Then the Whisper takes over their spirit. Assuming we defeat Urias, then what?
What do you mean?
We'll avert disaster, but the world will still be the stinking disc it always was. Nothing will have changed.
Are you trying to sow doubt?
No, I'm looking for some sort of meaning.
I hate to interrupt your existential debate.
There he is. That's Fallenfer. By Angrosh's forge. This is it. He's dead! Dead! Dead, I say!
Ignore him!
Blasted nether hells! I hope you finally believe me when it comes to that dragon brood.
Where's Aurelia?
She can't be.
No, she got out ahead of us. Aurelia!
Come on. She can't be far.
The Eternal Valley. We are there.
Welcome, newcomers. Today, you shall experience enlightenment. For eons, the gods have misled you, a senseless cosmic joke. Stupidity has been sold to you as a virtue. Dogmas keep you small and weak. The wheel turns. You tremble before divine punishment. Learn your ridiculous little catechisms. But I have learned better. No god punishes. No god cares. The 13 tests will purify you. Sin, call down the wrath of the gods, and see if the gods answer. Effort, Lord of the Seas, we bring sacrifice in your honor as a sign of our endless gratitude. For all the sunken ships and drowned friends, we refresh ourselves with your water. And as a glowing stream, we urinated back into the world. I say drown effort servants in poison. Home, hearth, and family. There is nothing finer. You establish yourself. Bid farewell to your goals and your ambition. It is so fragile, that home. You must always protect it. Always stay at home. Always at home. And before you know it, your life is over. Free yourself. Turn aside. Do not waste your strength on the helpless.
He has a point. We shouldn't stay here longer than necessary.
Death. We tremble before it our whole life, before its alleged inevitability. Whatever we achieve falls apart. Whatever we have loved perishes. Desire fades. We are buried alive. Why do we revere our greatest enemy? Why not make death our servant?
Somehow, we have to survive these chambers without angering the gods.
Why? The tests were made by Urias, not the gods. We want to defeat him. Therefore we should conserve our strength and gather as much power as possible.
Lord Fearon is angry if we set traps for game. We are supposed to hunt and fight in the ancient way, preferably with slings and stone spears. Do the gods fear our inventiveness? Look around you. The pressure plate in the ground triggers the traps. Be clever. Use it to stop the beasts. Love. Mercy. We have made a dead ideal out of them, a divine duty to which we are supposed to sacrifice everything. Such conventional wisdom. Ignore that which keeps you small. Lord Ingerim will be angry if you extinguish his fire. This is what we drum into our children. I say, try it. Extinguish the fires that block your way. You shall see. the wrathful god will be silent. Vex, god of thieves, wants to make honest criminals of us. The cunning are victorious, but cunning is still the tool of the weak. Those who obtain power need not creep through the dark. Not every stranger can be helped. Remember that you have a choice.
Help! Why won't anyone help me?
Order, light, splendor. The Prince of the Gods sees all. Every creature has its fixed place in the world, as in a schoolroom. I say only the ignorant are afraid of the dark. Destroy the light that blinds you. Destroy the order that suppresses you. It is said that the way we fight either elevates us or condemns us. The honorable battle. How many good fighters must be sacrificed to this dogma? Work, work. All our lives we are supposed to toil on Perrain's field, sunrise to sunset. And yet, in the end, everything will just wither and dry up. A cosmic joke. Free yourselves from the chains of hardship. Essindy's servants protect us from forbidden knowledge. I ask, how can the truth ever be forbidden? Are we children whose eyes must be held shut? Our time is stolen from us. We are delayed by riddles. But no free spirit needs riddles. He destroys the chains of thought with the power of blood.
Look at that. What's going on here? What will become of all the prisoners?
Prophets.
Aurelia!
I was wrong.
Aurelia!
They tore out my heart. The whisper.
No!
The golden age awaits. Join the rebellion of the lambs.
Poison? How insidious.
Oh! Is this the end? I think... I was...
She's dead.
Urias killed her. Not you.
Yes. Come, let's finally put an end to the old man. Urias!
He is blind. He sacrificed his eyes.
Not just his eyes.
Urias!
I know that voice. I know you.
Why have you come?
I'll tear down everything you have built.
A fighter for the cause of good. With a pack of scruffy thieves and murderers in tow. Very convincing. Prias's son mocks us in the sky. Men are subjugating men. Weeds overgrow everything, and the gods are silent. Look into the future, child. Everything I do is for the benefit of the people, for posterity, for the benefit of all those who come after us, while we vanish in the shadows. You must trust me.
Why are we even talking to him?
Yes, why talk? Why don't you simply spill my blood? It is so easy, so beautifully simple. What do you expect from this foolishness? Even if you overcome me, to speak the word of banishment, you must descend to the heart of the whisper, down into the crevasse, and no one survives that.
Shut your mouth, Excellency.
Give me a moment, lad. I must catch my breath. I am an old man. Only a moment. Do you still have that much honor?
Honor? I'm a murderer, don't you remember? More keep coming! Ah! Any last words, Count?
Yes. I was right.
The dog is dead.
And now what? You know what he said? Death awaits us in that crevasse!
I know what he said.